Welcome, guys. We're back with Gal Civ 4. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I've just woken up. I've woken up a bit late, so I'm streaming a couple of hours late. So I had a bit of a late night last night. Anyway, we're going to be continuing on where we were with our sort of clustered space dwarves. So we'll just get into it. I think if I just go continue, yeah, Dazo 4. So yeah, so the last time we played, oh yeah, no, that's right. We're only in the first week of July. I thought we were sort of like in the second week of July already, because I've had a few embargo sort of games come through, which I'm allowed to play sort of next week, even the week after, actually. Some exciting games on the horizon. Anyway, welcome. We're going to be playing, of course, Gal Civ, and I forget what we're doing. I've got such a goldfish brain. Like I forget everything. Like within like literally, if I'm playing a game, if I even play it the next day, I'll have forgotten exactly what I'm doing. Hi Nims and Jamnuska. Hope you guys are doing well. And yeah, so I'm streaming to YouTube as well. I'm assuming it's all working. Upload speed looks good, so I think we're actually all okay. Alrighty, what are we up to? What are we doing? So if we just zoom out, what we're trying to do here is set up a, I want to dominate this cluster here. And it's a little bit hard to see what's going on. So I will turn off the strategic view settings. So I don't know if I can just turn them all off and all on. Now if reset turns them all back on again. Let's just turn everything off, and then we'll just sort of look at the strategic situation. All right, so that's the. So this is actually sort of where we have like our empire is down through here. We're starting to now encroach into this area and get some what are they called? Space ports or whatever they are. The if I hover over, maybe it'll tell me. Nearly. What is it? Starbase. So I've got starbases out through this other side. We don't have one there. That's actually the bleed through there. Similar colours. I wish you could actually edit the colours in this. Oops, hang on. Just go no. Yeah, just accidentally clicking on things. I'll just unselect everything. So we've sort of got this cluster in through here. I want to get even more of them in through here as well. Just zoom in a little bit so we can sort of see what's going on a little bit with this. We have been able to claim out through this other side as well. Like we've actually claimed some resources out here. In fact, if I do resources and relics, that's probably a good one to keep on. So I've gotten myself some of the durantium. So I'm actually getting a few durantium. You can see the Bulagar starbase in through here is actually is picking up these two durantium, and I have another durantium back down this other side. What I do want to be doing is getting more of the of these resources as well. But there's a few that I can pick up in this sort of area as well, where I should be able to get one starbase to grab both of those. So we'll certainly sort of head out to do that. At this stage, we're still really in that phase where we're building up and getting ready for for the next phase, which will be, of course, the combat phase. So and over through here, we do actually have these sort of space frogs, which have taken this area through here. They're supposed to be quite aggressive, but they haven't been aggressive yet. But I think we'll start off, when we do start the war, we'll probably take this starbase out and then actually start to sort of try to dominate where they actually are. You can see that there's a few other little star bases and things that they've actually got themselves, what they've got Promethean back in there. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, they've taken that world. Okay, so I managed to claim these before they could get the world. That's okay. I'm happy enough with that. We haven't built up our ships enough yet, so we're going to have to sort of do that as well. And so we still got expansion in here to do. It does take a long time, this phase of the game. So it's sort of one of these things where, like, when we do go to war, it's going to then get fairly frantic. But up until this point in time, I mean, as frantic as it gets for a turn-based game. But it's but at this point in time, we're still really in this expansion mode, trying to sort of claim territory. And then back over on this other map over through here. In fact, if I zoom out even further, we then get we start to sort of see. Who controls, like, how much of the actual system. You can see that in this case it's about 50-50 for the two of us that are in here. In through here there's, looks like the Drengen are actually are doing pretty poorly in this one. They've only got like a fragment left of what they had, which is interesting. So not even sure where they are. That's interesting. I would have thought they were going to be what I thought was going to be our main enemy. So there's a few different, there's a whole bunch of different groups in through here as well. Again, just within their own clusters, sort of building up. I really like this cluster look to the game now. Like, with the layouts, it's actually, I mean, it's more than just a look. It actually does change things strategically quite a lot. So they've just gone with single star bases for these. We're going to have to sort of make sure that we stop these things from expanding too much into our territory. In fact, that'll probably be a starbase there, yeah, deep space starbase. So they're going to be sending starbases out to claim all these different sorts of resources as well. So I think we're going to have to sort of do the same with what we've got. We've claimed a fair few, but I really don't want to have them also getting too close. We do actually have a freighter lanes going this way. We actually have enemies that are coming back through. There's different fleets coming in all over the place. This is actually, these probably will be the enemy ultimately. These are pirate fleets that have been taken over by the GALACTIC faction, which is sort of like the Orion pirate type faction in the game, I guess, is the way you'd sort of think of them if you're familiar with Star Trek. And hi Funny and Sorbicol, how you guys doing well? Hi Scratchcot, how you going? So Scratchcot was saying, since 3.0 I have a little problem. I tend to not expand enough and be restricted to one sector and press very much by all, they are from all sides. Can you give me any advice? I have the same problem. Actually, you know what it is for me? It's I don't actually focus enough on influence, and I get smashed a little bit with influence, but when it comes into that phase, like where essentially what I try to do is to secure important locations. And then go and build a military starbase to sort of try to boost the ships around that area. When I get into trouble, I try to keep fleets on planets because they also get a bonus. So when there's actually an attack going through, I prefer to try to be attacking from within my own advantages, or defending within my own advantages. But unfortunately, I often get crushed with the influence. Like the planets will be then flipping because of the lack of influence, which for me is my big Achilles heel, if that helps. So anyway, let's turn all those things back on. There's still a lot of anomalies for us to then go and search out, which we've certainly been focusing on that. We've got a lot of command ships that are now out and about in space doing their thing. We also have like pirates and things which we're going to have to sort of deal with at some stage. Anyway, let's sort of zoom back in and we'll just go and close that. We do have, this here is Alcarb 4. Now, Alcarb 4 is mainly going to be this is the secondary manufacturing planet. We've only got one population here at the moment, and they're not changing. They're not changing. All right, let's have a look and just click on done for a second and just see where they are. This is like a smallish world that we sort of have in the middle here. We do actually have a star base here to pick up these two resources. I wonder if they can be tweaked. Perimeter scanners. Yeah, get an extra plus. Yeah, it's not going to help you with the actual planet itself. I've got like two planets right here. But Alcarb 4. Why is there no growth? I've got a few different ships in through here. I've got one there. That's okay. And I just wanted to see what I've got through this other side, atmospheric cleanser. Yeah, this is an old, this is a bombarded planet, which gives me plus 30%, what is it, with the, God, my mind's gone blank, pollution. So pollution goes way up. Why is it not changing? Growth per month, 0. So I need to make it more habitable. Yeah, growth can be significantly decreased on worlds with high pollution. I would have thought that the pollution at 22 wouldn't have been such a big problem. Let's have a look at a few of the other planets, because I've got some other ones that are where the pollution is, like that's high. That one's not changing either. This is back at our home world. Maybe I've got to let it just go a turn or so. Actually, I'll assume it's just because we literally have come in and loaded the game in and we haven't had time for it to reset. Now, I forget what I was doing. I did actually build up an agricultural district in there, which adds into the population levels. So when we have a look at the maximum population, which don't think we can sort of see that clearly here, I don't think. Yeah, planetary base, and then +3 now from the core world capital. So I can keep on going, adding more of those in as well. I forget the plan I had for this world. In fact, it's got 22 pollution. There is stuff I can do with pollution to bring that one down. I do actually have food which I can sort of add in as well and make it even bigger in terms of the population we could end up having here. But I'm thinking it's going to mainly be manufacturing. Like this one here is vapor mines, +3 to manufacturing, back and through there. So it's probably going to be, like this one here is saying the core tap is suggested by the economic advisor. Our money situation is very good. Like when we look at this one, -4 is actually, I'm really quite happy with that. And I think our overall taxation is quite low as well. Like we're at 20%, which is not too bad. That's probably about average, but it's I don't want to be overtaxing the populations either. So that's actually all looking pretty healthy. This one here, manufacturing goes up, maintenance goes up, manufacturing bonus per level is +4%, and we have an adjacency level bonus to everything. So if I go and add that to there, that actually adds the +2 in there and makes it go up to 8 population ultimately. I think that's a good one for us to go and use actually, because it's got the the adjacency level bonus to all, similar to this one. This one has also got a +1 level to all, but I can then have them feed off each other largely, and then we can start to sort of move other manufacturing things around there, which I think it sort of works. Scratchcott saying, I see you have Razars Lift still available. I probably won't build that one here. Where is that one? We've got the planetary mainframe. I'll just quickly go through some of these. Coordination beacon. These are the ones I don't do enough of. With answering that question from before. The starport will then give me... and so this is actually a manufacturing improvement. So I can build this one up even more. Yeah, I'll have to think about what I do with that one. Then we've got the planetary generator. That's that does add to the pollution. We've got Stellar Forge, uranium processor, supply depot. A lot of things here with manufacturing and research actually. Fusion power plant, Razars Lift there. The galaxy's first space elevator. This is a galactic achievement. I thought someone else had already had this one, to be honest, but maybe they don't. So Silverkill saying, I've been playing a lot of Civ 4 lately. Enjoyable, but it still feels that too much dependence on production, and some resources are being far more valuable than others. Yeah, I think that's true. Like I know that I like having the Gerantium that we've got at this stage. I also like having the antimatter. And the Illyrium I don't have quite enough of. So they're for me the important resources at this point in time. But like just because of the ultimately because of the weaponry we're going to need to put on our ships. But I don't mind that sort of unbalance. Yeah, this one gives me a +3 level to manufacturing. I thought I was building this somewhere. Let's have a quick look and see if that's being built anywhere else. That's our home world. That's money world. Won't be being built there. This would be the one that I would have thought that I would have been building it on if I was going to be building it. This particular world. Yeah, nothing's changing with population, so I can't really rely on that. Tech world won't be the one. Raskol is a bit of a backward one. Ruined Ring World that's more money. Back to here again. Yeah, this is 59 turns. I won't be building that here, but I might have a look and see if I can build that. I'm sure someone else will have that before me. Governor's Manor. Yep, Planetary Treasury. I don't think I need to worry about any of these things in through here as such. The Galactic HQs and so on and so forth. But I'm thinking that this core tap is actually probably a good one on this world. This is actually a colony unique, so I can build one of these on every colony. So if I build that one there, we then get a big boost pretty much everywhere. We get 4 in that side. I think I'll actually take this. I'll just pop that one in there. So 21 turns, and I won't be worried too much about this particular area. Okay, then we have ships. There's another supply ship. Now that's actually a point. What do we want to be doing here? Let's go back through the worlds again and just see what they're building. This one's just building money, and so I'm not really too concerned about that one. These financial districts will just give me extra percentage income, and so we should be making a fair bit of income from here, like 14.3, which is good. So that's Money World. Alcarb 1. What are we building next after this? This is actually another core tap back over through here, which will then allow me to get even more production. So the production, some of these do cost a little bit, like the research one costs maintenance, which is actually, I didn't realise that, but I'm sort of not unhappy with what we've got at this stage. But so this will become like a manufacturing world, like a factory world. I might even rename this one. I think I have to do it from outside. I can't rename it in from in here. I don't think I can. I don't need to push that one. Tech World is just building more and more of these mainframes and things like this. And then I've got other boosts to even more of the research in here if I need to. We do have our core world capital there, so that's not too bad. I'll just leave that one where that is. Rascol is not really important. We're just sort of grabbing the Harmony Crystal Extractor at this point in time, and Ruined Ring World, not really important either. Alcarb 4. I'm sort of now thinking I could actually push this one a bit, and then we're back to here again. So what have we got next? The Precursor Archive Study. You know, what I could do here is to, if I go and grab Razars Lift, there's only 17 turns here. When I've got this one, I get like a boost. 3 in manufacturing and military. Wish you could build straight over the top of these, but that's not the way it works. Starport there. If I threw it in, what have we got there? That's a core tap. Razars Lift. You know, I might try for that. I'm not going to be able to do much with that. I could go and the industrial centre is the levels. The levels would then go up by a fair bit there. Manufacturing though is also would go up. These are that's the percentage of manufacturing in through there. This is again, pollution goes up a fair bit, but this one, the military production goes up by 8% per level. And then if I did put Razars Lift in there, that would give me, yeah, what do we end up with getting? We get maintenance would go up, but that's with the manufacturing, we get +3 level to manufacturing and military, so all of these then benefit. So that's a manufacturing improvement, that's a military improvement. So I'd actually boost all of those. It means that our pollution would start to go up even more, but I think we'll actually go and do that one. Let's go and get the planetary conversion. The core tap is important. Let's just go and throw that one in there. And I'll push this one forward. I'll just click on done, and we'll use the supply ship, which provides like 100 supply. I think that's what it does. If I hover over it, I'm not seeing it there. I'm seeing what it actually. Oh yeah, it delivers 100 stored goods. So that one, when I go to there, that will then push out the. So we'll end up with supply and so we'll end up with 100 supply in through here. And so, did I just do I did the wrong one, damn it. I didn't do much else, did I? Let's just go back and save scum. I chose the wrong world. Just going to load in the. Sorry about this, guys. I will say I only just woke up, so I'm going to be all over the place for a little while. All right, so we'll leave that one alone. We'll go back to our world. We got the core tap. The core tap's going to go there. Done. Then we have ships, and the ship we were going to then send was this one. Is now going to go back to Alcarb 1. So it will move across to there. Alcarb 1 is then going to have. Nope, that's not the one. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Was it back at the homeworld? It was back at the homeworld. Planetary conversion. It goes into there. Done. That supplier ship goes all the way back to Cragstone Prime. In 3 turns. Alright, so we'll move that one across to there. What are we building in here? This is a settler. Get more supply ships. I'll push the settler. I do still want that settler, but I think I'm going to try to get the Razars Lift beforehand if we can. So that's a galactic achievement. So it's the first one who gets the Razars Lift. No one else can actually then go and get that one. So yeah, thanks Scratchcot for mentioning that. All right. So hi Peter Smith, how you going? Oops, sorry guys, I'll just go back out. Because I'm currently playing GALACTIC 4 again. It's fairly interesting building up empires, etc. But I'm on like 300 turns, 160 ships, messages, spam can be high, though. So I've got used to saying no to everything. Yeah, I know what you mean. Most games actually get a bit like that, don't they? With things that's sort of happening in through there. There's a constructor. Yeah, we've got different things happening. I'll just let it, I'll just go through each of the different bits and pieces. All right, what do you want? What do you want? This is going to be our enemy at some point. So we have much, much better money than what they have. So they want interstellar cabinet and economic development, and they give us improved armor science, which is... if I click on done, I'm not really all that interested in this one. The armor rating goes up by 15. What do these give us? It'd be cool if you knew what they were sort of worth. If I click on done, does it? If I say goodbye, yeah, we lose that. I don't care about not communicating all that much with them. Now we do actually have one cultural progression, which is in traditionalism, which I'm not really looking for. This one just gives me unlocks the improvement, the Hall of Tradition, which I'm not, as I said before, I think I prefer to wait until we get a few of the others, so I think I'll just leave that one where that is. We have a lot of these now, except for the telescope takeover. Got them. Yeah, I don't need to really do any of these at this stage. So that's all okay. We can draft colonists. The approval goes down whenever I do this. We've got lots of control. I think I'll just leave that where that is. So it'll just have that one sort of thump along. Now I've heard that the Xyloxi have built the... Damn it! Okay, so we've just missed out on that one. So that one, yeah, unfortunately that Razars Lift is just gone. All right, so reading a few more. I guess Springplay saying, I guess we could use a wormhole generator on a ship and get lucky exploring races far away. We've only got the 2 sectors, so we're sort of now seeing a lot of things. The Ivy Galaxy building would also do the trick, or is the Ivy universe not? Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Funny, you're saying, have GalCiv 3, is buying GalCiv 4 Supernova Edition worth 23 Australian dollars? Yes, it is. Funny saying, yeah, to buy it. Funny saying, well, you understand, yes. So it's now the Supernova Edition. I don't think is strictly the Supernova Edition anymore. Like I think it's now just all one big game, just GalCiv 4, I think. But whichever one it is, you want the most recent one, of course. And so it's confusing, but the way it did work was that when GalCiv 4 first came out, there was like a 1-year exclusive on the Epic Game Store. Then they completely changed the game, and brought out, and they needed to, like, for the Steam release, and so they brought out GalCiv 4 Supernova Edition, which was sort of like a completely rebuilt version for Steam. There were 2 separate versions of the game at that point in time. I believe they're now just one version. I believe that there's no one or the other. But yes, this is definitely a marked improvement on the on all the prior GalCivs, in my opinion. Yeah, it's funny saying now. Yeah, it's the same now. Yeah. Serene playing and saying, yeah, just don't buy it without the Warlords expansion. It adds the most. Yes, so that's a good call, Supreme Plague. The Warlords expansion adds doctrines. We haven't even really got to that yet in the game. We haven't built up our military enough to be able to sort of structure fleets around the doctrines. And so what Warlords does, in fact, the doctrines are in the game by default, but you inherit them. So if we go, for example, into the ship builder, if I just go to a shipyard, doesn't really matter where I do this, but if I just go back in here and then go to design a ship, so you can see their edit doctrine for different ships. But if I go and design a new ship class and start to sort of do things, this is the doctrine. No, that's all the different bits and pieces. There's a doctrine there. Sorry, that is the doctrine. Yeah, so the doctrine is sort of like bonuses and targets that they end up having. So you can change that with the Warlords expansion. So if I go to frigate, for example, you can see there that a frigate so the ship type is frigate. It gets plus 25 accuracy, and the operational ability is it's a defender. So it has plus 50% accuracy against fighters and bombers. This is its doctrine. And you can see there what its targeting is. So it targets bombers, then corvettes, then destroyers, then battleships. And if I've got the Warlords expansion, I can edit this doctrine to change it, so when I build a frigate. So these are the class of ships that we end up having. But also at the same speed. So these are hull size small. If I click on corvette, this is exactly the same hull. But what this one is this one gives me extra hit points. The operation ability is to rush. It gets plus 25% tactical speed. And it goes the opposite. The corvettes are more to kill off the big ships and then move down through the list of ships. So these specifically target big ships. For frigates, specifically target small ships and then work their way up. It's quite a cool little system. And but you can, and I don't even know if you get corvettes in the without Warlords. It may just be frigates with these classes. And so when we sort of see, it's similar to the way fighters and bombers work. You've got fighters and then bombers. They've all got these operational abilities. So a fighter will try to they'll attack other fighters, then bombers, then frigates, then corvettes. The bombers will target the big ships and try to blow up the big ships. That's sort of how it works. So the fighters protect the bombers. The frigates go after the bombers, the corvettes go after the big ships, and as you sort of go down through, you see I haven't really got anything beyond that yet, but that's sort of where, and so the doctrine is, being able to edit the doctrine, like if I go into here, allows me then, with the Warlords expansion, to be able to then go and chop and change these, but I can't remember if you get the corvettes without the Warlords expansion. I'm just not sure about that one. Hi Sev, how are you going? So the Warlords expansion, once you sort of get into the combat, it can be interesting. Not that I don't tend to sort of change the doctrines too much. I just like having it there. It makes the auto battler more strategic by just having the ability to actually do the those different bits and pieces. All right, so we've got corvettes and destroyers may be from that DLC. Yeah, I can't remember either. Like, I just can't remember the. Yeah, so there's different. There's different classes of ships. There's 2 classes for every hull size now, pretty much in those with those early ones. But I can't remember which ones they actually are. Anyway, I'll just exit out of that one and exit out of that one. All right, that's another supply ship. I'll move that one over to Cragstone Prime as well. Move them in. An event, the Independence Survey Report. Your flagship discovers an ancient star map etched into the surface of a seemingly insignificant moon. Seek out the high-quality planet in the nearby star system. Where's that? Oh, Money World. Class 4. All right, well, that's where we're going to go next, of course. And wow, look at the benefits of this world. If we go and just have a bit of a look, we've got 3 production, 3 minerals, 2 technology, 3 wealth, 5 farming, and then 2 culture. This is a massively great world. Like the other worlds that we've got, this I think is the, you can see there the wealth, actually that was pretty good as well. And Money World as well had an incredible wealth input. But the standard old worlds, actually that one's not bad either, to be honest. Maybe I'm sort of overstating things. Let's find a crappy world. This one here is a, I mean, it's just in terms of worlds. No, that one's got good wealth. I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's not overwhelmingly good the way that I thought it was. We have to remember to go and grab that one. Money 4. So that's going to be the important one that we actually have. There's nothing much else for us to do this turn, I don't think. I do need to be going and sort of capturing areas around the place. Okay, so yes, Peter Smith's saying I mostly use the tech rush ability. Actually, that's not a bad idea, you know. Do we have that? Invite leaders, draft colonists, pressure scientists. You know, that's actually a good one. Yeah, there's no negatives for that. So we'll go and grab that one. 2 months now to get the improved armor science, so we'll just keep on going. Colonize planet. I'm going to go no. I'll go yes here. There we go. So that was that little planet that we were seeing. So I'll just go yes, because I was thinking I could actually divert back and grab that other world, go back here, but I'm going to have other ones coming anyway. So Rascol 2 is just going to be a this is not a high enough class to be able to be made into an actual core world. So Rascol 2 is just going to be feeding into Rascol 1. So that's how we're going to sort of do things. With what we end up having here with the improvements, I don't think we need to really worry about it. So let's not worry about any improvements on that world. It's just an outpost, which will then just be helping out in other areas. Research. All right, so we now have Stellar Marines. We get assault shuttles, Center Agriculture. Food is okay here. Kinetic weapons. Not really all that keen on those, to be honest. Just having a look at the other list of what we actually have. I do want to get Gigamass Harvesting and Battle Cruisers. So what's quick? Quick and easy. I'll go that way. Situation report. So Gree Polasel, one of your most trusted advisors, has confided you in their lifelong dream of opening a restaurant. They once trained as a chef. Okay, I don't like these little things, to be honest. I wish they weren't in the game. Support that dream. So we end up with approval to all units for 10 months, but -5 diligence for grill. I don't know if that is only for -5 diligence is a lot. I don't even know who that is. Who is that? So he's got 10. That's going to halve the diligence there. Let's have a look and see who this is. just go and have a look at our leaders. I've got a few of these leaving fairly soon. These aren't very loyal. This one here is pretty good. Okay, it's that one there. God, that's a big drop. He's not really all that valuable after that either. We will need a new governor. Like, he's my best guy in terms of diligence, except for some of the commanders. I think you've got a really exceptional commander there. Why couldn't it be someone else? Why does it have to be him? So this one gives me extra ship range. Yeah, this is a problem. He's a 9. If I wanted to, I could always just bring him in and just drop him out. It's a painful decision. The supply ship. Well, there's no rush now to bring these back to the homeworld, but I might as well still just do it. Let's see, another supply ship. I will actually feed back into this world. This one, we're trying to build up the production on it. Trade-off, you have economic development, an nanite defense system. Look, I'll accept this. Done. Okay, explorers have uncovered an Arnorian weapon core within an ancient capsule. So we get gain a charge for the fractured singularity. Sell the device to the highest bidder. The money is no longer really a big concern of ours, so I'll take that. That will just be added to our vault. So we end up with a whole lot of different sorts of things in through here. We'll just leave that one there where that is for now. Going back in, then we have Gree. What do we do with him? Encourage focus on duties. -10 loyalty. I don't care about the loyalty in this case, so I'm going to go and just do that. Colonize planet, Carfu 2. I'll keep on saying yes to these because we are trying to sort of expand out and claim territory, and so these are not great worlds, but they will eventually sort of feed into our home world. So we'll get a little bit of a bonus from that particular world, and I need to claim this zone before the Zoloxi get here. In fact, it may be that the Zoloxi end up being our main antagonist in this particular playthrough. Okay, this is Tech World. Now we've now claimed, or we've now got the planetary mainframe, and I can afford to keep on picking up more research abilities. Yeah, the research, like they're wanting more research districts. I can certainly build them in around here. That would certainly work. I think we'll do that. Just get a couple more. Just slowly build these up. Get more and more research from that particular location. Okay, supply ships. The Duranium processor. This one gives me a +2 level to manufacturing and military. There, I get a +6. So what do we end up getting with that? This one here, we get manufacturing goes up by 4%. The mineral output of the planet goes up. Maintenance goes up. Pollution goes up by 10% by getting that one. fusion power plant. Actually, that's a lot. This one's a lot of pollution. Crime goes down. Crime's not terrible here. Just looking at what the advisors are suggesting we get. So we do get bonuses back over this way, but I won't worry about those so much. It's going to then completely change the what we do. Supply depot. Crime does go down. Approval goes up. Approval is everyone's pretty happy. Back through here, 88% approval. So getting the supply depot again, it's not going to give me any real boost per level. I mean, it's a big adjustment there. But would that set us up in the future? That would then give me a lot of like the crime would then go way down. Where is the crime? There. Actually, that's 20%. You know, I think that might be the better one for us to go with. Approval and crime. We sort of lose the manufacturing ability of that one. This one here goes, it's only got a 3 there, so it's not really viable at that location. In fact, I've got a 2 there. That would also then get the crime down a little bit, and that's what the military advisor wants. The uranium processor here, manufacturing goes up by 4%, then we get the adjacency bonus there, which does the same thing as the other one really, so it just comes down to what the benefit is. In this case, we end up with like a lot of pollution, a hell of a lot of pollution coming in, which is not what we want. So I think we'll actually go with the supply depot there. I think it's a good one for us. So we'll just go and add that one in. We do have the Precursor archive. I'll throw this one across. Let's go and click on done, and that way we can just keep on pushing these in as well. All right, trade offer. So this is Babel Glee. And now they're actually pretty happy with us. I don't mind them also being a friendly one. They get the exploration treaty. Don't know if that works both ways. Share each other's side of the fog of the war. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe with this one we get credits and open borders. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll accept this. Hope that wasn't a silly move. That way we should see more of the galaxy. So we should get there's the Drengen back on the other side there. So we do get to at least sort of see more of what's going on around the place. Actually, we were going to do an attack down this way when we left things last time. Where was it? We had one ship that was very, very powerful. Yeah, it wasn't that one. We were moving it off somewhere to do some combat, but I can't even think of where that one actually was ultimately. So the Prospector survey report. So our flagship has recovered the schematics of a groundbreaking shield technology. So yep, keep this in mind for future designs. So implementing this technology will provide our fleet with significant defensive advantages. Available in the ship designer. That's good. So that's one thing we were going to do. We're going to build the Prospector ship. Did we end up designing that? I can't remember what we were doing with that. I think that's where we left it off last time. Instead of saying, yeah, the Drengen seems small, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, well, that's when we zoom out as well. Like the actual, that's just that little red dot there. So they're not considered powerful at all. I think they've been suppressed into some little back corner of the game, which is good. I will actually find this ship, just so we can sort of see what's going on. So if I just go back across to my commanders, and which one was it? The Ring Vault, that's 12. It was this one here, I'm pretty sure, this cruiser. Don't know how we locate that one. That's the ISO's Shadow. If we just go back to ships, there it is. Yeah, so we were on our way over to here. This is a heavily defended location. So we've actually got, this is actually look, this particular ship, this cruiser, was moving off to take on this particular Precursor. And so it's just, we'll let it go and do that as well. Extremely powerful ship, that one, that we actually have. Now we do actually have like a heap of in the vault here. So we've got the Matriska's Forge, so folding materials across dimensions, increase the defense of the selected fleet. Now again, I don't know if that's only for one battle, so I'm not going to worry about that one. Then we've got this one here is fleet must have weapons, so a compressed anomaly that grants staggering offensive might at the risk of distorting space and time. I've got a funny feeling this is like one-off attacks, so I want to save those. This is a tactical thruster upgrade module. This module harnesses advanced technology to significantly increase the combat speed and maneuverability of any ship is applied to. So tactical speed goes up. Now that's something that I might put on that big cruiser. So we've got this cruiser here. Let's just go and select it. And that was the just get the tactical speed up. Might as well start to use these things. Then we've got the planetary defense module, so we just get plus 30 planetary defense. I'll wait until I've got something that I need to use that one. The Bellatron Collider. So enable a warp space with a beam capable of inflicting heavy damage on an entire enemy fleet. So we get 25 damage, but the hit points go a bit down by 25%, so I won't worry about that one so much. Dimensional Snare, so spawn, yeah, we don't want that one. This is a mass driver module, so we get kinetic attack of +2. They must have kinetic weapons, and I've been trying to avoid the kinetic weapons. This one here, the beam attack +2, energy infuser. This one here has already got like a beam attack of, if you have a look and see what it's actually got through here. It's got a beam attack of 21. It's only going to add like another 2 to it. So I think I'll actually just leave that. And because it's only going to make it then 23, so I don't think I'll put that one on that particular ship, the energy infuser. Then we've got the armor plate module, so armor rating goes up by +2. And again, I want this to be like a super ship. I've got armor rating of 26, so it's just going to make it go up a little bit more. I don't think I'll worry about that one either. Thanks for the subscription there, Kendork. Very, very much appreciated. Yeah, tactical moves isn't the same as moves. Yes, that's tactical. That's tactical abilities inside the. It means I can close gaps easier with that ship, so it will move faster essentially with that last one that we put on there. We've got armor plate module. I won't worry about that one. Yeah, I won't worry about that one either. So we'll just leave that where that is. But this one is moving off to attack that particular location there ultimately. All right, let's move forward. Okay, we've got a settler in through here. Just having a bit of a look at what they have. Look at the expectations. It's an individualist. Expectations are a bit high there. Diligence is high. I'll just go this one here. Done. So that's another, we've now got another colony ship. This will be the colony ship that we then send down to that new world in Money World, this one here. And then this one will ultimately become a new core world. Now these actually disappear very, very soon. So I don't really want to have one of these as the governor. This one here is a reasonable governor. This one I really like the social skills, but just the loyalty is such a problem. Such a problem. But the social skills, gosh, what have we got with ministers? Minister of Justice. Based on the diligence. That might be ideal, actually, to get someone in that role. We'd certainly have the money to move things around. This one does rely on approval. Oh, sorry, on social skills, I think. Minister of Defence back down that way as well. Yeah, look, I think I'll actually go and recruit. The loyalty doesn't matter anywhere near as much with these. Just that social is really unbelievably valuable. So I'm going to actually go and buy him. So we'll spend the money for that one. This one's got good diligence. Yeah, there's the diligence. This one's here's the social. Move you down to there, then you across to there. So we get 11% approval on all the worlds. So that's going to help a lot as well. So we'll go that way. With the different ministers, we can then go and apply. Right, that's fine. We'll just go back to the advisors again. And so this is Rascol, which is really not an important world at all. Let's get the planetary conversion. Click on done. This is now we've got the this is Cragstone Prime, our home world. Needs to then be building something else up. This is the Prospector. This is the one that we were looking at, and we're going to redesign this ship because this was one that I think we and I forget exactly what we did. And what I might do is just do a quick save, just in case I screw this one up. Control S. Yep, so that's just done a quick save there. I don't think we did it last time, and I think there was discussion that we could actually go and change that ship design. So let's go and see if we can do this. So the Prospector is in that one there. But I thought, yeah, we could go to the ship designer with this particular ship. And what did this one have? That's that one there. It's been a little while since we've got the inventory is 7 of 18. So I've got like a lot I can put into this particular ship. This is a module that we had found, but I should then be able to start to sort of tweak it. So if I go to, and I think this is actually what we need to do. Yeah, so Serene Flexing, yeah, that's what we were doing when we ended last time. But did I screw it up? I've got a funny feeling I screwed it up by just saying, yep, that's great. But yet we could have done anything we liked there. Now something beeped at me. I'm not sure what that one was. Oh, double the ship on the double click the ship on the left to edit, which is what we're doing, is it? Choose the ship class for the updated design. I think frigate is fine. Oh, okay. Then we're into the actual, with what we can then go and build for it. So we end up having, so frigate I think is okay, where we go after the smaller ships first. That will allow us to then sort of keep them in with the corvettes. I'm just going to grab a drink of water and just be right back. Right. So these are the hull types. We won't worry about those. Weapons. I really like beams. I just really like them. And star cannon back in through there. That's a kinetic weapon. So we've got the way it works. Maybe we should just talk a little bit about how these actually then sort of function. So we've got the different beams that we've actually got in through this other side. These two here are the beam weapons that we have. So we have a mass limit of 18. You can see down the bottom through there. So 7 of 18. The particle beam will then, so we've got two different beams in through here. The reason I like these are mid-range, and they also are mid-cooldown period. So they actually cool down a bit faster than, for example, the missiles. Next one are the missiles that we actually have. So you can see we've got 3 different types: the Avenger, Helios rockets, and the hypersonic missile back in through this other side. You'll see there that the missile range is long, and the missile cooldown is 5. This is how many phases it takes. So 6,000 kilometers for those. 6,000, so they should all be the same. And then the lasers are 4,000 kilometers and fast. There's only three-phase cooldown for those. And then we have the railguns, which are the kinetic weapons. And these are only 2,000 kilometer range, but they're fast to sort of make use of. The trouble with these is that they can't be used in space. They can only be used in combat. So these have got like a two-turn cooldown with those in through there. Particle system back in through this other side. This is actually now a beam attack, but this one now has got an Illyrium aspect to it. So you can see there the little symbol is just showing that we have 7 Illyrium, and we're producing 0.2 per turn. So if I start to sort of build this one up, this will then should be a little bit more powerful. We've got 3 beam attack. The accuracy is 115. If we have a look at the other ones that we've got through here, this is 2 attack. That's 1 attack. So this is the 2 attack one at 115. So essentially all that does is just gives me 1 extra beam attack, which is actually good. The UV field produces emissions that disorient targets to such a degree that it causes them to take increased damage. Only affects ammonia-based life forms. That's a bit too unique. This here is an ion cannon, so fires a blast of energy to disable a target's evasion capabilities. So it just stops them from moving around. It's unlimited. Mass is only 3, so that would actually then take us up to 10, which would leave us with 8. If I got this one here, this is a mass of 5. Let's have a look at what other things we've actually got. So I've got the defences. At this point in time, we've got shield strength of 3, evasion of 7, and an armor rating of 3. This is the armor, mass 4 there as well. So the Neurofex plating certainly does add a lot of armor to it, and just the hull plating there is only, you see that's armor rating of 2.5, whereas this one goes up to 12.5. That's actually not too bad. Then we have advanced shield generators. This is actually another one that uses Illyrium. So we end up with Illyrium cost there. Mass is only 2 for this one, for the shields. The mass of 3 there, deflectors there, shielding. So shield strength of 3, shield strength of 8, shield strength of 12 there. That certainly would give us survivability. And at only 2 mass, I'm going to probably just be using these almost as like one-off ships. So point defense, this is 1 antimatter. Evasion goes up. I won't worry about that one. Weapons jammer, chaff, and fleet shield. I won't worry about that either. Mass is too high. The drives. So at the moment we have a we should have a basic movement. I don't think any of these are going to really help us much. The mass of 8 is too much for me. So we end up with just different moves we can then go and do. Again, the mass is going to be too much for those. Support, life support, yeah, for what this is, I don't think we'll worry about this one. This one is a mass of 2. We'll see if we've got any space left over. We've got different mining lasers and things like this as well. Mass of 3. Transport module, yeah, this is all sort of like special things which we don't need. So it moves. This has already got moves of 14, so I don't need. I think we just go back to weapons, and I think we just use the enhanced particle beams, and just pop as many of those on as we can. So if I go and grab them, I can actually go and position them on the ship itself. So I'll just go and position it there. Why is that not wanting to click in there? It's funny. It's not taking to it. It's like I can't edit it. I think I may have screwed up by not building anything on it. So I think that's sort of where we are. Let's just go back to a normal particle beam. You can place one of those on. If I remove that, I'll just see if I can actually get rid of it. So why couldn't we place this one on? Oh, there we go. Now I've got it. All right, so that's now got, we're up to now 12. I can go and place another one on this side as well. There we are. That only leaves one more space there. So this one then gives me a combat rating of overall of 6. Elerium cost of 2 for this particular ship. So that one will be okay. And just go and save this one. Prospector MO. So this is actually is equipped with a Precursor survey module. So we'll just go and save this particular one. So that's now just going to have like a. Actually, I probably should have put some defences on it, but that's all right. Click on done. So the Prospector. Is that the new one that we just did? Yeah, this is a Prospector MO. This is the one here. So we'll go and build that ship. So I can build multiple of these. That doesn't seem right. Let's just build one and see how we go. Just going to click on done. Okay, so Stream Plague is saying, just remember that you can only build as many ships of this type as you queue up for this turn on all your planets. The special ship designs will be gone after that. Hang on, what do you do? I'm not familiar with this. Just remember, you can only build as many ships of this type as you queue up for this turn on all of your planets. So does that mean I can actually go back in and actually queue up a heap of them? So I can build a heap of these, is that right? That seems completely wrong, doesn't it? No, that's Elerium. No, I can only get 3. Look, that seems like an exploit, so I'm not going to leave it. Yeah, so Lauren is saying there's got to be a bug. If it's intentional, that seems like a bug. So I'm going to not do that, because that just seems like it shouldn't be there. I'll just build one. That seems to be what we have to go and do. So we'll do it that way. How do you get the hexes to show, please? Ask Baz for me. So the way it works is if I just press G, is it G? Yeah, G. Just cycle through by pressing G. So what you'll find is there's a whole range of them. See, I'm getting hexes everywhere. I prefer this one where I get hexes inside my areas, but I prefer not to see the hexes on the outside. So if I wanted to see the hexes like the next one down is basically no hexes. There's about 5 in the loop, and then we have hexes everywhere. But then when we zoom out, we don't see the hexes. So that's sort of like a hex everywhere, but only when you're in close, which actually isn't too bad. The next one is no hexes when you're zoomed out, but hexes when you do zoom in close, but only in your territory. Next one is the opposite, so you don't see it when you're in close, but you do see it when you're further out. And then the next one is where it's like this. So I think that's what I've been playing with. And then that's hexes on all the time. Do you guys prefer hexes on all the time, or would you prefer it? Is there one of these that you prefer to see? I don't like them on all the time. That's actually then hexes on all the time, only in your territory. There's no hexes at all. So there's a whole range of them. What I might do is do the hex everywhere, but only when we're zoomed out. So this one there, that's probably going to be a little bit too much. Might do hexes when we're close. So I'll do the hexes. Yep, that's everywhere. I think that one there is pretty comfortable. That way we're sort of seeing the hexes when we're in close for doing strategic things or tactical type things, and or strategic sort of placement of stuff, and then we can sort of have it off, and I'll have that on the whole map. I think would be the one. Oh, okay. So Supreme Plex saying that was been like that since Galactic was made. In that case, we'll split the difference, and we'll go and get a second one. Is it too late? Oh, there we go. I'll get 2. We'll sort of split the difference between whether it's an exploit or not. Yep. So So Lauren's saying, personally, I prefer hexes when displayed when I'm moving or an enemy is moving. So yeah, everywhere. Do you reckon even further back like this? Like, because it gets to the point where you just don't see it. Like, I think what I can do is I can put hexes on. Like, I've got hexes there. I think I can actually change where they click in on. So if I have it so that they start to turn off at around about that sort of scale, I think I can do this. Let's just go back into the options. And I thought it was one of these. Maybe not. Maybe not. I thought we could actually do it in from here. When to transition star sectors into more simplified information in the galactic view. Maybe it's this one here. What's this one do? Icon transitioning zoom doesn't tell me. If I zoom the other way, like we know that's, if I go to 100, just click on done. No, that's not affecting that at all. I'll just pop that one back to where it was. Done. All right, so we'll just keep it when we're sort of on this sort of level. I'll just keep it everywhere. Right, because this is mainly they're going to be sort of like around about the level that we're going to be looking at, I think. So we'll just move across. Boarding the Prospector from Craigstone Prime. I want low expectations, but I don't really want them to be Yeah, like that's really high expectations there. It's a criminal. It's Warforged. I'm just going to go with this one here, I think. Board. Done. Now we do actually have, we should consider colonising Cygni 1, which is, we'll have a bit of a look at that one. Choose new tech. Armour Material Science. We've got Manufacturing Capital. Actually, that would be a good one for us now, I think. So we'll go that way. Although this is the one that the Science Advisor is wanting. The others don't really care much. So, increase power beam weapons. I'm going to go that way. Done. Right. Idle Shipyard. So this is at Raskol 1. I'll just go with more of the supply ships. Yeah, there we go. The that other ship is. I never bother with those sort of prototype ships. I'm glad that you stepped me through that, Supreme Plague. That was actually quite valuable. So we'll have a look at that. I don't know if I've got any more in the shipyards. No, it's nothing else. That's okay. Just get out of there. Supply ship. Raskol is not really a important world at all, but like it's sort of going to be struggling to build up. So I'll just let it feed itself. Okay, Prospector. So now we actually do have a special ship, and this one can go off and survey. Did we get the second one coming? Yep. Where's Cygni 1? No, that's not going to... It's too far away. I'm not going to worry about that one. I just picked up a another ship, didn't I? It's Settler. It's just idling. Where was I going to go? It's just a poor world there. Maybe this ship was supposed to go into here. Colonized planet, yes. Okay, the colony's food processor is broken, leading to a halt in food production. Immediate action is required to avert a potential crisis. Fine, repair it. That's going to be 5 geranium. That's okay, we've got 22. Boarding Prospector from... this is it's the Prospector, right. So this is actually the commander for that ship, which is actually different again. So we need to have Diligence and Resolve, and I don't remember what I did with the last one. This one's got 6 and 3, 4 and 4, 4 and 2, 6 and 4. It's not bad. Warforged. Yep, okay, we'll board that one there. New Science Officer. Okay, so click on Done, and so again that will be what we had. So Raskol 1 is needs to start building more things. This one gives levels to approval. We've got the Harmonal Crystal Extractor is in through here as well. I'm going to get more food. Pop it in there, where we sort of end up with boosting the core world capital as well, just to allow us to get more citizens. And this is at Cragstone Prime, so I will have to start to build up a fleet at some point, but I don't know if I need to do that just yet. We might start to, well, I need to get more Illyrium. I might get more of the constructors. You can see we're able to build ships fairly fast now. That one there can also just go off and survey. Event. A media is reporting that the Sudsy Raiders are oppressing a minor religious group that is spreading on their worlds. Many of our citizens, including a few in the government, want us to intervene, but only such action would obviously cause friction with the Sudsy Raiders. So, recent statement in support of the religious tolerance directed explicitly to the Sudsy Raiders. This is going to get them going negatively against us, but I don't mind pushing this a bit now. We get plus 50 diplomatic capital. Collectivism increases to 2. That one there's the egalitarian goes to 4. Stay out of it. Minus 10 approval. This one here, that one at least we get the diplomatic capital, so I think I'll actually go that way. Put a bit of pressure on. We have the Eclipse has now found your flagship. It locates a hidden cache of Precursor artifacts. So what have we got through here? We got plus 1 Durantium, and then we have gain a charge for the artifact, the Inspire Scientists. We'll grab that one. That means we should be able to go back into here again. Inspiring Scientists will result. Yeah, so this is. Yep, so that's fine. Ready to activate. I'm assuming that worked. Yep, seems to have. Harvest the artifacts energy. Okay, this is a survey report. So we've got plus 1 Durantium in there. This one here is the distant vision. Going to charge for the artifact distant vision. Oh, hang on. You know what? I may have screwed that up. No, it's still going. That's okay. I think it just did it. Distant vision. Hang on, this one's different again as well. It's another survey report. We've got lots of survey ships. The wormhole generator effect goes into the vault, or we attempt to deconstruct the artifact into its original components. So I think we'll take that one as well. You've got 2 of these now. Yep, that's okay. So if we come across a enemy fleet that is going to be too much for us, we can just push them off, just while we build up. The Demo Day, so this one here was the distant vision. I think I'll actually store that in the vault as well. A ship with upgrades available. So that one there. Now this is a different sort of prospector ship. This increases the range of the ship. Heavy motor warhead. This one's got good hit points, good defences. It's got a beam and a missile. The missile attack is great, actually. Crew quarters. I think we'll go with the antimatter warhead. Just upgrade our ability in through here with the total attack. She's still saying we've got more. Just see if that's the case. I don't. That's okay. Yes, we should assign a leader to govern money 4, and Cygni 1 as well. No, Cygni 1 is too far away. So our planets are under threat from this group there. So they've got a ship here which is fairly strong. 12.5 missile, 6.9 beam. But they've attracted the attention of a whole group of different things in through here, different justice ships. There is an artifact there as well. And it's got pirates on it. So that'll be interesting to see what actually happens in there. Yeah, so we may have to go and look at destroying these, I think, with our other ship. Sydney 1 is too far away. And so we want to put a governor here. This is definitely worthy of being a core world. So we'll go and do that. Go to our leaders. She's going. Yeah, this one here, that'll be okay, I think. 4 is not fantastic, but that'll do. And there's money 4. Done. All right, so then we've got the core world capital. We just want to place that somewhere where we end up. At the moment, we've got 3. We don't actually. Yeah, we've got 1 down there. But if I build food in around it, we end. And this has got good food capabilities, good food prospects. So I can actually build that one in any of these positions really. But that one there gives me a lot of food production. I get 1 bonus there, but this is probably the better spot. And then we just go with food. A couple of extra food districts there. That'll do us. Then we'll slowly build up. Idle shipyard. This is Alcarb 1. What I really need to do here is to figure out what we need to be building. And I'm still thinking constructors are going to be really what we need just to start to sort of expand around the place. Just got a few of them. These actually are taking longer to, yeah, Alcarb 1 seems to be taking a long time. Actually, I might ditch those. Just get more supply ships here. Alcarb 1 should be my manufacturing world. Alcarb 1, we better go and get a climate control there. We've got the atmospheric cleanser to get rid of 20% pollution. That would be important now. So we'll build that one. What else can we do? Space elevator. Minerals, and then maintenance goes up. Okay, I've got the Durantium for this. So the mineral level of the planet goes up. Pretty sure Alcarb 1, yeah, Alcarb 1's got good production. We've been setting this one up for production, so I think we'll just go back out and do the same thing there. So we'll do the space elevator there. Go and build. What else can we build? It's diplomacy. Beacon generates influence, so I don't need that. Orbital Academy. So a place for some of our brightest, best planets to study, resulting in a big boost in the hit points of ships constructed. That's a lot. That's plus 50% hit points. But if I can only build 1 of these. The logistics array, get extra control, which we don't need, and then synthetic orbital habitat. Yeah, we don't need that either. go back across to Cragstone Prime. The Orbital Academy there, I think, is the one that I'd be wanting to get. Because this is where I'm going to ultimately be building better here than anywhere else. Let's grab that one there. All right, so that just is going to mean that when we do start to build our military ships, there will be a, this will be good. There's a constructor there. Now, where do we want to go? We've got constructors moving out this way. Oh, it's outside our range, but it's not going to be here for long. So I'll move it up that way. This is Money World. I'll still just keep on getting supply ships here, just to build, just so we can keep on building up the planets. Event, the Sunsea Raiders are somewhat aloof. This is the group that's in our own sector. When we offer aid, they deny that there's any real issues with the religious followers and claim that the media has distorted the size of the protests. They're either in denial or unwilling to admit that they need help. It's a statement of support of religious tolerance directed. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll start to push it now into a bit of aggression. This is the cruiser. So we're now coming in to look at this particular artifact. This is heavily defended. I'm going to do another quick save because I don't know what to expect here, and I'm thinking this ship should be strong enough to take nearly anything on, but let's just see what actually happens here. Yeah, no, that was not a good idea. That's what we did. I don't want that to be what we end up doing. So this one here is like we couldn't see. This is a Fortress 3. So heavily defended areas is not going to be good enough. So we'll go back and load the game there. That's how we learn. So we'll learn that that's not the not going to be what we do. So I can't really do that with that ship. But I should be able to take that ship down to or across to sort of start to challenge other areas. But I do want to see, you know, how that was then going to work. So that should be here. This one can just go off and survey. Flagship, okay, reports the discovery. So still this one is a planetary broadcaster module, which gives +5 on influence. That's actually not too bad. I'll go that way. I'm only down to 300 actually. I should actually generate some more money. Your flagship reports the discovery of lost cargo container. This one would be an enemy destabilizer module. Always sell. Let's just sell it. That way we get up to 800. So we can see if we've got more. Have we got the one there? If we go back to control, actually we've now got the cultural progression, so I can now go back and have a look at these. So collectivism, we probably don't really need this one. Nihilism, we were getting a few of these. This one actually gives us better trade. Pacifism was another one that we were looking at. Spawns the ship the goodwill. Peacekeeping. Starbase range goes up by +1. That's actually not bad. What do we end up getting past this one here? Yeah, there's different things in there which would actually be good for us ultimately. It's a fairly big galaxy that we're playing in terms of what we've got, so that's why things are sort of fairly slow. Traditionalism, we haven't even got our basic one. I might just go back and grab that one now, because we did start off as being traditionalists, and yeah, we have insufficient points there for this one here. Yeah, they don't generate crime. Yeah, things like that. It's not too bad. Just going to click on done. Actually, the executive orders 3 months before this one becomes available now. We've got telescope takeover if we want it. We don't really need it at this stage. Draft colonists we don't need. Invite leaders. Yeah, I won't do that one either. What do they want this time? We get battle cruisers, actually. That's not too bad. They get those two. This will then sort of start us off now getting the cruisers and the destroyers. I'm going to accept this, because I've been wanting that. And I think we'll now start to go and design our fleet. Ship has upgrades. So this one here, it's Watcher. Not very powerful. So I might go with the communications terminal. There's all sorts of different things in through here as well. Where's that? Yeah, we have to clear this out. You know, that's actually what I should be using that big ship for. ISO Shadow should be down here, clearing out all this stuff, doing its job. Supply ship, where is that? Just have a look. So we've got a supply ship there. And on Money World, I think I'll just keep these also coming through. I was going to build up a fleet. We'll start to design our fleets now. It's going to then start to drain away with what we have through here, but we'll start to construct something that we can then use as an attack fleet. Manufacturing capital is only 2 months away. Maybe we'll use that as a trigger just to see what else we unlock at that point. Okay, this is Money World. Now, Money World, there's a good one there in the middle. And actually, that's a very good one. Let's do that one, I think. So we had a bit left over with the stored goods. This is when we send those supply ships in. So I'll grab that area there, and that way we can keep on just building up this little sector in the middle here. This is at Secunda Hiatum. Now I forget which one. I think this is Tech World. So this is our Tech World spaceport. I'll go again with supply ships. And we've got another constructor here. So we have to figure out where we're going to send these. Now we do actually have things like the Ascension Crystal. There is, I don't know if there's going to be any other antimatter on the other side. Illyrium is probably the one that I'm actually losing out on a little bit. We've got more Durantium over there, more antimatter there. Antimatter there. I'm going to have to start just going for the basic Illyriums. There's antimatter there as well. Or we actually use like in support the actual worlds that we have. Like particularly in here. Like this is a around Money World. I can actually sort of go and build like an economic starbase in this other side. I think I might do that. event. Okay, so damage report. This is from the Loxy. One of our freighters has, from Homeworld, has been damaged by an ion storm, leaving it stranded in deep space near your territory. We would like some assistance. So we end up with +1 Zaloxy for 50 months, and we have +1 trade maximum trade licenses. I'm not actually making enough use of those. I'm going to have to do that one. We can do this one as well, -2 relations with the Zaloxy, but I think I'll actually do this one. We are traders, is really what we aim to do. So I might even go to Crackstone Prime and start to build up a trade fleet in through here. We've got constructors coming. Let's go and cancel that one and just go to the porter, which, sorry, that's an invader. Where's our settler constructor? Horlex, that's the one. We've got a fair few, I forget how many trade routes we actually have, but I'll start to now move them through the portal, through this area, and start to trade in here. Oh, here we go. Your doom is at hand with a snaffy. We'll rid the galaxy of your screw-day filth. Doesn't matter what we do. Now, these spawn in. I hated these when they first came in. I think it was in GalCiv 3 or 2. Might have been 2, actually. But I really didn't like them. I actually now really like them. That's in there. They're quite difficult. And but I didn't like that they were quite cute when they first came in. Now they're just sort of like space rats. So now where did they spawn? Because they sort of tend to appear out of nowhere. I don't know what colour they're going to be. If we just go to diplomacy, maybe we'll do it that way. So I've got civilization. Diplomacy. So they're also going to be green as well. Okay. I'm not sure where they are. So we're looking for that symbol there. Let's just go back to ours. So I'm not seeing anything there. That's an independent world there. Let's make sure it hasn't sort of spawned in amongst our stuff. So Zaloxy back in this other side. Can't see it. Not sure where they are. Quite often they're close to where you are. They do spawning, but that's now going to sort of change things up for us a little bit. Yeah, I've got no idea where they've actually come in. No idea. Religious freedom. Support for it has emboldened the new religious group operating in Sudsy Raider space and led to a violent clash between them and their government. Images of burning buildings and beaten Sudsy Raiders citizens fill our news channels. So we can send medical supplies. We had a part in causing this violence. We should help to resolve it. -2 diplomacy with the Sudsy Raiders for I don't mind this now starting to go negative. Attempt to broker peace between the Sudsy Raiders and their wayward. This, yeah, that's 65% chance of success. I'll go this top one. We'll start to push things around a little bit. We'll wait. We've only got one more month in through here, so we'll sort of then start to go and design and build up fleets now. So what was that? We've got different ships. Supply ship. What are they building? Planetary conversion. Yeah, look, I'll help them just get ahead there. Prospector survey report. So we command a warship. So in this case, we've got the potential commanding an ancient warship should shift the power of balance in our favour, gain a charge for the artifact nanite transmitter, or harvest the resources for 150. What does that one give us? This one here, able to transmit a stream of nanites to any part of the galaxy, instantly construct a warship. Spawns a cruiser class ship, which is actually ideal. So I'm going to go and grab that one. And we'll make use of that now. I can place this anywhere I like, but I'm going to start to build up anyway around Cragstone Prime. So I'll build that one in here. Now we've got 3 ships defending Cragstone Prime at the moment. Where the hell is that? I've got more. That's what it is. Nanite transmitter, spawn a cruiser class ship. Alright, so what do we got here? This is a not super powerful. Got beam, missile, and kinetics. Got all of them. Alright, that's fine. We'll just move that back to the homeworld for now. Another constructor, and again, I could actually just sort of help in this area. I think we'll just keep on moving them up and out. So, so it's been saying if you don't use it, you could always put it on a survey ship to level it up. I think it's a one-off ship. I don't think we had any choice as to what we did with it. I don't think it added to a ship. Oh, I'm with you. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm with you. So it can just keep on going around. Look, I'll leave it where it is. We'll be building up anyway. Now that the Snathi are in the map somewhere, we'll need to clean that one up. This one travels very, very slowly. May just be because it's outside of our space. Another constructor. Already going out to there. There's nothing much else there. Let's go up that way. So we have one right there. I might just grab this. Just get it right next to the this star lane. Idle ship. Right. So this one, unfortunately, we don't get either one of those. Now we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 12. So I really only get one at a time. If I go back to the cultural progression, is it one of these? Yeah, starbase range goes up by +1 there. I don't think I can really affect this one way or another. So I can't get all of these. Antimatter we've got a lot of, but we've only got one of these. So I'm going to go and I'll grab. I'll move in that direction. Now I've got manufacturing capital. We'll choose new tech. The antimatter power plant. So we've got that one, the Xeno Hospitality. This one here is get the commercial Starliner. Minister of Tourism position, lead to trade networks. That's sort of what it's only 2 turns for that one. Let's go and just grab that. Move this one across. And this is now at Alcarb 1. Keep on meaning to change the name of this, just so we know what we're doing in here. Core tap. Got a 3 there. Just got a few more of the manufacturing areas than on this particular planet. Just go and click on done. All right, so that's Alcarb 1. I'll change the name of this one to Factory World. It's not really great in this sense. That's sort of what I wanted to specialize in. Right, Idle Core World. This is Ruined Ring World. We don't really have a plan for this one. I mean, it has been sort of money, but we can sort of do anything with this one. Suggesting another core tap there, but the Precursor nanites, how many of those have we got? We've got 11. I don't think it's worth it on this world. Things like influence and stuff isn't terrible. Like that would it's just a starport. This one here is +2 level to influence. That's research, food, approval. Might just throw an entertainment district in here. It's not. I'm just not really. I don't really care what we actually do on this world as such at this point in time. Just need to try to just keep the money healthy. So getting approval will then help. Hauler. So let's now move this one through the spaceports. That's the limit that we've got. Okay, we do need to get a constructor down this way. So let's get this antimatter. Hauler. I'll just start to move it down towards the towards this area. We just need to be a little bit further on the inside. Maybe get a couple more constructors just to move things through. Will be helpful. Oh, Snathia's already been destroyed by somebody else. I don't know what happened there. That was short-lived. I'm guessing maybe the Drengen, just because we couldn't see them anywhere on the map, so I'm assuming it was in an area of the map that we just don't see at this point in time. So this is Money World. Now we want to just keep on building up the money situation here. Citizens, the number of citizens we have isn't fantastic. I'm sort of thinking we could actually just go and, I can do that one just to push the number of citizens up a little bit. I think I'll do that. Just get that one in there. Again, it's sort of slow manufacturing on this world. And Rascol as well. But, you know, I might even start to automate these ones, just allow them to build these worlds up. These are not important worlds to me, so I'll just let them. I'll just let the governor automate that one. They can just build what they like. Idle shipyard at Alcarb 4. I'll keep on getting more supply ships in around this region. And event. Okay, religious freedom. So the Sudsy Raiders meet our medical supply ships at the edge of the Empire. They refuse to allow us to enter and threaten to destroy our ships if they continue forward. Yeah, I think we'll keep on doing it here. to see what actually happens. We'll push things forward. Now, we're not the strongest at anything, but we'll just have to bring these across. And the constructor, I'll move this one down this way. I might start to build up the defences in around here. Just here, I think. Starbase defense system. Got 5 modules at this point in time. Barrier array. This is going to add a barrier array system. Shield strength will go up. Talon defense system. Increase the attack of all ships within Starbase area of effect. That's 6 Durantium. I've got 12. Interstellar is 3. That's going to then give me so boost moves for allied ships and reduces the moves of enemy ships within Starbase area of effect. These are the sorts of things I do want to have. Fortification module. Increase the defense of allied ships. I'll go that way. It's only 1 Durantium, so I'll throw that one on. I'll just leave it like that for now. Just go and click on done. So that way we'll end up with a bit of a boost if they do use this lane to try to sort of attack our worlds. This is probably going to be the entry point, I would imagine, or somewhere along here. And then maybe, I don't think they'll go to Cragstone. Lost kinetic weapon. Yeah, just a mass driver module. We'll actually go and store that one as well. And I'll place that one on my main attack ship, which is ISO's Shadow. Did that work? I'm feeling it didn't work. Oh, it didn't work. Oh well. Yeah, we just wasted it. That's alright. I won't worry about it. Okay, we've got an event. The citizens of 2 empires watch as our medical ships pass through the blockade. They're the Sudsea Raiders. Ships arm their weapons and target our vessels. They never fire. Days later, we're rewarded with images of persecuted religious followers receiving aid. Blah, blah, blah. Interfering in other people. Yep, so we get +10 approval to all units for 100 months. That's good. So we've sort of now done that. Let's now go across and go and add in. Well, let's go and design our ship. So I do have to get going after this, but we'll just we'll start to build up our fleets, is what I'm trying to say. So we've got the tech from them. If we just go back across, I think the easiest way of doing this, I always thought there should be something down the bottom through here to allow you to do your building straight from along the base. I don't know if you can do it from the data bank. No. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff in the interface, but you really do have to just go and do it from one of these areas, one of these things. So we'll go to the design new class of ships. Actually, we should actually have a look to see what we've got to start with. If we just escape and so these are the ships that basically have been built by the AI. We've got fighters, bombers, fighter, corvette, frigate, cruiser there. This one does cost Illyrium. So still got four masts that can be changed there. That's another cruiser with thulium and antimatter, so it'd be a missile cruiser. if we have a bit of a look at it. We've got a cruiser there as well with nothing else, and then we've got this one here, which is another cruiser. So we've got a heap of cruisers, no destroyers. Let's go and have a look and see if we just go back to design new ship class. Well, actually, if just new ship, actually that's class. That's not what we want. Yeah, actually, I guess it is to a degree. So we have cruisers and destroyers now. So destroyers, we can see there, this is a destroyer category ships are medium hull vessels that have decreased weapon cooldown. So the weapon cooldown goes down by 10%, and it's got a focus fire, so plus 10% attack, and it goes after frigates, corvettes, which is sort of what we're going to be finding a lot of. The cruiser goes after fighters, bombers, frigates, and corvettes, which is sort of what our which is essentially what our frigates do, or it should do. So what we need to do, I think, is go with destroyers. What do they end up getting? Minus 25% weapon cooldown and plus 10% weapon range. Let's start a new design with this. Now I can choose different looks to this, depending on how I want this to sort of then be structured, just as the base for it. That look pretty cool actually. Just go with one of these. What's the difference there? Just a bit shorter. If we go to the destroyer, I'll go this one here. All right, I've got 36 things we can place on this particular ship. And so we have a movement there of 14, a sensor range of 4, just default, like with the hull itself. Native evasion there of 7. This will be a destroyer. Go to weapons. Again, I do like the beams. So I've got the name, the cost, the mass. Just go to attack. It's funny, it's but with attack selected, these actually still end up being down the bottom here. So these are going to be 1 Illyrium to get one of these. We've got the railgun, which I don't really want. That's the thulium. Let's go and place one of these on it. So it's only 1, but it shows up twice. I don't want to get any more than just one. One Illyrium is going to be like, because we don't have a lot of Illyrium just yet, I won't go for too many of those. The star cannon is kinetics. Particle beam there. It's beam attack of 2. I might come back for those. Let's go back now to the defences. Neuroflex plating, so the armour rating goes up by a lot. At the moment, the armour that we've got is only 3.7, so I definitely want to get one of these. This is mass of 6. That's also mass of 6 as well. Where should we place this? Alright, that gets our arm up to 16, and the shielding we'll try to get up as well. Advanced shield generators. That's more Illyrium. It's mass 4. It's only mass 3 there. That makes it 2 Illyrium. I think I'll still place it on the ship. To pick it. It's only up to 14 mass, but we now have 2 Illyrium is now the cost of this. I won't worry about the chaff or anything like this. It's only mass 2 though. We'll see what we've got. We'll see what we end up with. The drives, I won't worry about these. Does give it a lot more moves, but we won't worry about it. Life support allows them to go extra range. No, we won't worry about that either. Targeting computer. So this one here disrupts the series of quantum nodes in a wide arc. Massive only 2, but the beam accuracy goes up, which I think I will take. And then hull support, get +4 hit points. Hit points that we've currently got are, where are they? 57. So it doesn't dramatically increase it. We'll throw a targeting computer on this thing. All right, so we've still got 20 odd that we can now go and place in here for weaponry and so on and so forth. And then we've got this as well, which we don't really need. This is all the extra stuff. This one here is a repair nanites. Maybe a mix of missiles as well, like some missiles, but I won't get anything special. I'll just go. This is a attack of 2. The Avenger has got a missile attack of 4. Helios rockets only 2. Hypersonic missile there. So I'll go with the Avengers. I'll just get a few of these as well. Hypersonics, yeah, it's only 1. I must have got more tech. Can't seem to grab that one. Don't want to place it for some reason. Not sure why. Just go back to particle beams again. Not allowing it, which is frustrating. I'm clicking on things. Maybe the zoom. Oh, that's annoying. Don't know why that was the case. There we go. That actually now worked. Did I get 2 of those accidentally? I did. Place them both over the top of each other. I'll just go and ditch that one. Now see if I can get the missiles. There we go. So we've now got the missiles. These are a mass of 6. These are mass of 6 as well. Right, so we've got the different missiles. We've just got 2 left over, which means we can now start to go back to, we've got hull plating, which will give me an armor rating, just a bit more armor rating. The chaff will give me a bit of defense. Targeting computer we've already got. Integrity cloud. Yeah, plus 50% hit points when inside borders. That's actually pretty damn good. I'll go with that one there. If it'll work. Doesn't want to play, does it? It's annoying. I don't know why it's doing this. There we go. All right, so that's our ship, which is at full, like we've now got everything sort of full in through there. So 2 Illyrium to build one of these. We've only got 4 Illyrium anyway, so I can build 2 of these ships. So this is a destroyer class. So we'll save this one. And this will be the what do we call it? We'll just call it destroyer. Destroyer MO. So I'll save that one. So we've now got, that's one that we've now designed for ourselves. The we can go into, I can also just go and build on top of the other ones as well, like some of these other ones in through here. But I'm just looking at the time, I actually do have to get going. So I'm going to just go and build one of these ships at the at Cragstone Prime. The destroyer MOs. Just get one of them. So they'll come in 4 turns, and then we'll end up being able to sort of build a fleet around these destroyers. We've already got 1 Corvette at this location anyway. But I do have to get going, guys. So I'm going to have to leave it here. So sorry about that. Where did we get up to? Sorry, I've missed a few of the comments. Hi, Roy. How you going? Stardagger saying Maxis blasters, railguns, and obliterator missiles. Yeah, so I think I'll leave it there, guys. Anyway, Mr. Jazz is saying, hey, Daz, happy Wednesday. Thanks for that. It's actually technically Thursday for me, but anyway. But I do have to get going. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Don't know what I'll be playing tomorrow. Be something. I'm not sure yet. There's a few other games that I've got coming up. Maybe even some Battle Sector again, because they've just had a big update for that one. And I did... and I wanted to have a look and see where the saves were and how they sort of, what they've actually done with that one. I haven't tested that. I might test it before I actually do a live stream of that one, just to make sure that it is where we want it at this point in time. I know that they're working on all sorts of different things with Battle Sector. No, not Battle Sector. Broken Arrow is what I'm thinking. Anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow if you're around. Thanks for watching.